Hello, everyone. I'm Sadpod, and I just been thinking, why, yes, it's our year 2025, women with mics. And you might be wondering, why Sadpod? Why have you caught upon us on the internet? Well, brief internet lore, of course. And the lore I've been thinking and losing my sleep over recently, and definitely is going to become my new addiction, is Pokemon. I know, guys. One of all things, honestly, at 29, I didn't think I would be this vastly cathartic. No, I'm just kidding. Just like so brain rotted into it. But here we are. My dear friend Alma, she introduced me to Pokemon cards a couple of months back. She was like, "Let's go to the store. Let's pick up a pack, rip a baby open." I didn't think the serotonin of ripping a pack open would bring to me, but it did. It brought so much excitement, so much just adrenaline rush, honestly. So I will say, I get it now. Being whimsical is freeing. It is, but not for my bank account, to be honest, because it gets pretty pricey buying these Pokemon cards. But I was like, I didn't know until my friend Alma brought it to my attention that some of these cards, these art cards, can like tell a story within them. And I just, that kind of like locked me in because a story, a good story at that, I'm locked in, okay? I'm a girl for Cheesemate, and I wanted to hear about these little Pokemon, what they're up to, okay? These cards can, like I said, tell a story, and some of these are single cards, and then they have a variety of being two cards can tell a story together, or even three cards can tell a story. And these stories can show interactions of these Pokemon in their daily lives with other Pokemon, or alone, or even with their trainers beside them. There are up to 24 Pokemon. At the time when I was researching for this video, I will say I think there's definitely way more than 24, but at least on the gamer article that I read, that's what they were claiming, that there's 24 that create a type of story together or even within the card alone. But I'm pretty sure with all these new packs that are coming out. Oh my God, guys. Side note, have y'all seen the Costco videos of people going crazy? It gave Black Friday vibes so bad. And I was like, wow, capitalism, it's back. It's been back for a hot minute. And I don't think it ever left. But it was crazy to just see that because I was like, wow, people are going crazy for these, booster packs and all this stuff. But we're going to just talk about today, though, the ones that I saw, at least on this article, that kind of like feel like they're gonna ruin me if I don't get my greasy little hands all over them. So I do want to say we're gonna talk about 5 cards because we're not gonna talk about all the 24 cards because we will be here forever. And this is a re-recorded video. I will say I did it the first run and I did not like how it came out, but here we are again. I came up with 3 categories, and cards fall into one of the 3 categories. So the first category is design, second is storyline, and third is just my favorite cards because, well, it's my video. I'm going to make it about myself some way or another, to be honest. So maybe at the end of this video, you'll be like me too, or like Nicolas Cage. Why did I say it like that? Nicolas Cage trying to find these national treasures out there, The category is design. I just we literally talk about this. Sorry if I'm being sassy. I woke up in a good mood, okay? So this first card, and I want to put a little tiny disclaimer, okay? I come from the school of the United States education, okay? So I I do pronounce things very funny. So when I pronounce certain characters from these Pokemon, don't attack me, guys, because I try, okay? I did Google Translate as best I could. I will be putting artist names on screen because they need to be appreciated for their artwork, but I would butcher, honestly, the way I say their name. This card is on my list of I need it, like the SpongeBob kind of I need it. But it takes the cake in design because this card is splashing around Squirtle card. It's number 148 from the Sterling Crown Pack, and the artist is right here. And this artist has an eye for detail. Honestly, it's 2020. Their vision is clear as day with this card. It's such a cute moment, being captured. It's a full art card, which I did not know. Honestly, when I think of Pokemon cards, I think of, the little square of art, and then down below their maiden name and their, social security number and all that stuff. But I was awakened when I went with my friend Alma to pick out, like, to open a pack. She pulled this card, which is insane. I was like, I did not know. Sorry to yell. I did not know that that was a possibility. She pulled this card, and I was like, stop cut the cameras, girl. What do you mean you can have full art card? And this art card is like from corner to corner, just details of a domesticated, playful Squirtle playing on a cool summer day. Okay, and there is some Pidgeys, also drawn within this art card, and they are kind of at that end of the Squirtle play that is not, they're not liking it, they're not having fun, but it's so cute. It's such a cute little interaction. The artist, like, just, I feel like, has put such great emotion within the Pokemon that are in this card. So I love I love Pokemon because they're so mischievous. Like, they're little mischievous little guys. Like, they're always doing something they shouldn't be doing, or they're just being so silly. Like, I literally just watched an episode of Pokemon, like, not that long ago, with my boyfriend, and, like, I was cracking up at, like, the way Pikachu, like, walks, like the way they draw him walking and stuff, like from a bird's eye view kind of view of it. I don't know. It was so funny, and it just reminds me how playful they are, these creatures. And I think, with this card alone, the art is so beautiful and everything. But I want to say the background is where it outshines in detail, at least for me, from that small little balcony table, and then the little plants. And then you see, like, that little cute, tiny water holes that is also still pouring out, like, a little bit of water for the little pool that Squirtle's in. And it just gives you such a lived in, card that, this Squirtle is domesticated. Obviously, they live with their trainer. The trainer is, like, probably out doing something, but allowed their, Squirtle to be out on the balcony and just enjoy that summer day with some water. What? With some water. So it was just, like, a really cute card, and seeing it with my own two eyes, I was like, wow, this is crazy. I didn't know that it's got to this level. As a kid, when you get Pokemon cards, you just kind of, like, see them for, like, oh, I have this card, like, you're just adding to your Pokedex, basically. So it kind of changed my world of thinking of, like, wow, you're able to collect these art pieces, and, like, I don't know, you can show them over time. And I feel like with the next set that I'm going to talk, or next category I'm going to talk about, you're going to totally understand where I'm coming from. But yeah, when Alma pulled this card, I was screaming inside, but I was so happy for her. My eyes were so happy happy for her. So I think now you're kind of getting it. You're, like, wondering, well, Zapod, how can we get any better than this? And honestly, I feel like the cards I'm going to show you, like, they are, like, great, fantastic cards, and they're amazing, but it always can get better. Because I've seen other cards, and I'm like, wow, these are going to be my new chase cards, but these for sure are my chase cards. Now, let's talk about story And, like every great story out there ever told has a beginning, middle, and end. And just like that, these cards we have with us is the Ralts, Kirlia, and Gardevoir. I know I say those very butchered, but that's their names. That's what Pokemon decided to name them. Okay. So Ralts is number 211, Kirlia is 212, and Gardevoir EX, I don't know if it's X or EX, but I'll say EX for now, is number 245. And this is from the Scarlet and Violet pack, and this is our artist right here. And this set is called the Forever Friend, and I think that's a perfect name for this set because, man, it's so cute. It's so darn cute. I just can't. So let's first talk about, evolution. All Pokemon is always about, the evolution of your Pokemon, but I think these cards hit home so well, that evolution, because it's not just showing the evolution that's with your Pokemon, but as a trainer, you're going to grow with your Pokemon. And I think it's so cute just the way we get to see that throughout this series of cards. So first we have our Ralts card. It looks like Ralts, their trainer, and their trainer partner is moving into a new home. The house is not very decorated, but the card is beautiful. It's a still a very beautiful, cute house. They're unpacking, you're starting to see what's in the boxes, the coloring. It's really cute. Love the way that this one's drawn. And then we kind of bump up a bit. That's kind of giving us the start of this trainer and Pokemon bond. And we have Kirlia, which I will talk about again after this. But Kirlia is our next evolution, and we're still within that same house. This time, the trainer is now holding what seems to be their child, their daughter. And then Kirlia is sitting right next to them on the couch, kind of there in support of, I'm looking at the baby. We're here hanging out. I think it's so cute. It's such a warm and cozy, card. It just it gives me butterflies. I don't know how to explain it, but it gives me butterflies in the sense of adulthood. You're seeing this trainer growing with their Pokemon. I don't know, I just love it. And then we have the last evolution, and we all know last evolution of Pokemon is always going to slay. They slay hardcore, and Gardevoir is not an exception. She is the moment, honestly. So, Miss Girl is depicted in this card sitting again next to her trainer. And let me just say, this is a gracefully old age queen of a trainer. She is slaying, and she's sitting right next to each other. Well, they're both sitting next to each other side by side and crocheting. This one, I know I said the last one was cozy, but this one is lived in cozy. Turn that fireplace on, give me some hot cocoa, and let's crochet, babe. We do not need to go to the gym fight. We stay home. I don't know. It's such a cute card. I will say the full art card community was eating it up for sure with this one. Each of these cards have a crazy amount of details. You're looking at them and you're like, man, this is such a great story. And I personally, if I was ever to get my little greasy hands on this collection, I would love to place them in a little, I don't know, a little picture frame where, you're seeing each evolution. It's so cute. So much love, you could tell, is put into these, cards. But I will say my favorite part of these cards is the Kirlia card. I'm a sucker for babies. The baby being in the little robe, the Kirlia robe, and then the, Kirlia toy. It's just so thought about and so loving. You could see that this Pokemon is not just a Pokemon in this family. This is actually a family member, and it's so freaking cute. And it is the forever friend. It ties in so I love a story that ties in so well to each other. It's, family is the plot, friendship is the plot in these. I also want to add that I love in each one they show the partner or the trainer's partner in each one, little glimpses of him in the background. He also gracefully aged old man. It's just so cute. It's such a cute card. You're gonna hear me say cute so much because Pokemon in general are just so darn stinking cute. I can't I don't make the rules make themselves, and that's how they made them. Speaking as a complete third party objective with absolutely no personal interest in the matter. These are my favorite cards, okay? These cards are so darn cute. They're because again, I love mischievous. I love, you know, being silly, goofy. I'm a silly little goofy girl. I can never be a chill girl, to be honest. I am silly and goofy all the time. So, these cards are titled Look Into My Eyes. And this is the artist's name here. I would kiss them on their forehead for creating such two great cards. This set is Hypno and Clefairy, sorry, from the Breakpoint pack, which I have never got a pack from the Breakpoint, so I need to invest my time. I don't know if I want to pull or just try to find the single cards. I'll probably try the single cards, if anything. Hypno is number 51 and Clefairy is 81. Their card numbers, but they both are involved with each other's cards. So the POV is changing in both of their cards, but it just tells like such a silly story. And I feel like this is such a great way to depict Pokemon in the wild with each other. You know, our other two cards were with trainers or even without trainers, but like kind of still in that kind of domesticated sense. These are Pokemons that don't seem to be with a trainer. The way it's depicted, you know, you have them in your deck, so you're clearly the trainer. But it's it's just really cute because you get to see a little side of the Pokemon that we don't always get to see. You first see Hypno's card, which is a split background of a split trail. One trail's going off to a sunny, rainbowy trail, which you see our sweet little Clefairy in the background kind of pointing like, let's go down here. Me too. I would be very much that. And then we have the other trail, which looks like, you know, the ninth level of Dante's Inferno. Like, it looks insane going down there. And, you know, Hypno, he is a little silly guy. He's like, let's go down this one. So you're just seeing that depiction. And then we go on to Clefairy's card. And I think it is so funny. Clefairy is now zombified, swirled eyes. Looks like Hypno achieved his Zen headbutt to Clefairy, and Clefairy is now walking down that dangerous trek of a trail. He's no longer on the, you know, silly, goofy, happy side. He is actually going down the scary side. And you see Hypno in the background, kind of holding his little charm, being a silly guy, kind of, to me, seems like smirking that he got his way, you know, in the end. Art style alone, it amazes me. To me, it looks like it's been shaded with color pencils, and I'm a sucker for good color pencil drawing. Like, I love that type of art style. So these cards I love so much, and I really hope one day I can get them because they're my favorite. So yeah, that's basically it about these 5 cards. You're gonna be like, whoa, Sapphire, that went so quick. Talk about more cards, and maybe in the future we can. Please comment down below if any of these cards are cards that you are like, those are my chase cards, or those also would ruin you too. I feel very much ruined by these. I get so easily sucked into brain rot lore, and Pokemon is basically going to be the next one. But yeah, that's really it. I do want to, before, you know, letting you go and stuff, I do want to talk about me for a second. I know you're like, whoa, girl, what? But a little bit of me lore now. So I'm SadPod. Some of you may have been still following me. Honestly, thank you so much to the people who have followed me. But anybody who is new, or you're just new to this video in general, please subscribe and like. I'd appreciate it. I have been on the internet for a good while. I just have not posted any YouTube content in a long time. I've just started doing like the shorts and stuff like that, but I want to do more like my videos, like longer form videos of just talking with y'all and yapping about whatever. So the 2 concepts that I have in mind that I want to talk about is either a K-pop group that I love and hold so dear to me, and I want to hopefully talk about, get into that brain rot but also talk about cartoons. I love talking about cartoons. It's a big part of my life, big inspiration in my life. And anything else that y'all would love to hear me talk about. I do want to talk about some other things that I'm into right now. First, I want to talk about is I recently went to the movie theaters. And by recent, a month ago, because this is when I wrote the script, was a month ago. But yes, Nicole Kidman was there. She was there slaying like always. And I'm not talking about baby girl, okay? But I did went to go see Nosferatu. It was disturbingly beautiful. I loved it. I loved it. I ate it all up. I know people were hating on it, but I loved it. You know, thou now bounce on it. Um, I loved it. It was so good. I want to see it again. But I kind of want to see it in movie theaters again because I feel like that was so rewarding. It was so rewarding how dark and gothic it felt. But I did also watch after that movie. I came home and I was like, I want to watch something else. So I watched The Killing of Sacred Deer. I love Colin Farrell. He's such a great actor. But this movie, I would say it would be the opposite. It was disturbingly awkward. It did make me feel like, I don't feel good. I need to take a hot shower after this. But then it made me think about these directors, and these directors are hella freaky. But I mean, you have to be, I feel like, in some sense, not that freaky, not that guy. Listen, hear me out. I feel like you have to be somewhat a freak-a-leak, to create stuff like that. Something beautiful and disturbing and awkward and I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it all. Now let's talk about music because I love music. I love listening to music. I'm a big music person. If y'all follow me on TikTok, a lot of times I do my TikTok lives. We listen to music because anywhere else it seems to get oops, I put the mic. Anywhere else it seems to get me, kicked out. So I want to talk about Doechii. Oh my God, I saw her at the Grammys. She was amazing and she deserved every reward. I was introduced to Doechii like probably the beginning of the pandemic and I was like, wow, this is so amazing. I love it. She is one of my favorite artists, but Denial is a river. Oh my God. You're in denial if you don't like this song. I think you don't love creative people. You don't like to, have fun. It's like amazing. The music video I think is amazing because in the sense it's like a cinematic sitcom being put in front of your face, but that highlights such storytelling lyrics. It's beyond great, honestly. I literally wrote that in the script because I truly feel that it's beyond great. I love the song. It's so playful and I love her. So Doechii, if you ever see this, which I don't think you will, but if you do ever see this, just know your work is amazing. It's so impactful. And I love you, girl. Okay. And yeah. Well, I think that's it. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. Jaker actually wanted me to show you a TikTok. So we're going to cut to that. So Jaker's going to take over this next bit. It's called Jaker's TikTok of the Week.
My favorite expression in English is the one that says, never bite the hand of the one that fingers you, something like that.
Now that brings us to the end of Sad Talks with your host, me, Sad Pot. Before we do go out, guys, I do want to say thank you so much for joining my video today, watching, liking, subbing, commenting, whatever you did here. I appreciate it. Do follow me on my other social medias. I do have a TikTok and a Instagram. Would love to hear from you there. Yeah. Thank you for joining. Bye.